Here I go. So, as Kubar has explained quite well in the data center field, we all know the infrastructure, we all know the tracks which is in IT development, we all know the track which is coding, but this data center track actually has evolved and updated any and every other track in the IT and telecom field, and has become the heart of any and every organization. So I represent HCL. HCL Technology is almost 50,000 user-based company, and we are into almost 30 years old company. HCL Technology is actually three companies. HCL Technology who handle the software development part, HCL BPO who handles the BPO part, and HCL Comnet who handles the infrastructure part. So put together 30,000 and 20,000, so 50,000 odd man company. We also started the way we started, as sir mentioned, server room. Correct. Yeah, we were running maybe 100 plus server room, which we consolidated in last 4 years, 06 onwards, and now we have only 4 big time data centers in our entire HCL, and I am handling HCL Technologies global data center. We have a presence in 22 countries and 23rd country, which is India, and our 75% of population is located out of this place. So our data center has three for the tracks. One, hosting our own IT and telecom infrastructure, which is core to the business. Okay, and the second thing is the hosting business, which we offer to our global clients, our domestic clients. This, for example, National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange are our biggest clients for that. And the third track is that we are into offshore management development in the software side and offshore management center from the infrastructure side. So we have close to 600 odd global customers span wherever, plus 100 plus domestic customers, which operate and get service from these data centers that I was just talking about. So I will not take much time. And okay, so I think in the good cause of the time saving, let's skip the agenda and reach one by one on any and every slide. Yeah, because students have already heard so many presentations from various people, so agenda sometimes bores them. So and the leadership team who are sitting around. So yeah, so I was just talking about it. We have around Noida HCL campus, which is very near. It's almost a kilometer from here. We have 5,000 square feet already up and 12,000 square feet in its way to get completed by this O&D quarter. And Noida Sector 3, which is our corporate office, our chairman and our CEO operate from that place, which is just near to Rajnikanda shop. And Chennai, Bangalore, we have another campuses where we have consolidated. So put together almost from 200 odd buildings in India, we have consolidated our entire IT telecom services offering. It took a lot of planning, a lot of infrastructure costs, a lot of revamping, engineering, audit compliances issue, regulatory issue, all that. It put together a very huge exercise to complete all that. And in the crisp way, I'm just trying to say that we have a data center operations team who handles that globally 24/7. Yeah, and we have, as in the IT track, now it is very important for all of us to understand once we are, you guys are graduating into it, that in IT there is nothing that you can outsource that when the service is down that it is due to admin. Okay, because for customer the sales is always given a face of IT to handle the job. So our shops run on IT. In IT we have outsourced to admin, to our HR, to our employee services, to our CBRE, to many vendors. We did it from telecom, we did it from hardware, software vendors. It doesn't matter to them. Customer needs delivery. So delivery for them, we have outsourced the power, cooling, UPS delivery to our admin and CBRE. We all know this. So it's close to 47,000 people spread about 22 countries, and the state of art data centers that we have is these 3 So just going to the main topic. So I'm not here to enumerate more about what HCL is doing. So what I'm trying to showcase in the next couple of slides is what state-of-the-art data center actually looks like and what does it mean. Because it's a new technology for you guys. As sir asked the question, how many guys know about it? So I could see only 5-10% hands raising. Yeah, so I was mentioning software development, it's there from decades, infrastructure management there from decades. Data center evolved around 5-6 years back, and till last year, the understanding between tier 2 to tier 1 to tier 3 to tier 4 was absolutely not clearly understood by many analysts and customers. So we all fought together. As we all know, today cloud computing is not much known to the people. So if we talk to Microsoft, IBM and biggest vendors, even they don't have customers who are in the double or triple, more than 100 about it. So data center evolves with the time. So it's a very upcoming track. And so just to tell you a little idea, data center is a place or a shop where 24/7 without interruption the system and business can run. Because today the IT is not anymore a cost center to any organization, be it HCL or small or even larger enterprise. Entire stuff runs on IT these days. So we have a kind of become a enabler to the company. So even if we talk about multinationals, Microsoft, Dell, HP, IBM, over there the IT is becoming a profit and loss making account company. Yeah, so we're just digressing the point. I'm just coming back to the causes for uptime. We all know, we have heard, we have listened. So I'm just trying to give a simpler articulation into it. So humans are the people who are the assets, and at the same time the mistakes from them could make the data center go down. So 68% of data center gets down due to hardware failure or human errors. Okay. Today we can buy as large as equipment could be in terms of making more redundant it is, and it could even fail to service goals for a task. So the best answer to do is, as much as you can invest and as much as you can ensure that every component is redundant. It is not spot. Single point of failure is not there at anywhere. Maybe this is done all the time. So unauthorized access is always an issue, so we need to be careful about it. Mistake by anybody's support or an admin or a facility guy or at last an IT administrator guy. Okay. So power quality issue. Power, cooling and grounding and race floor really plays a very big role, where IT has lesser control, lesser thing to run. It is always administration or a utility people who handles and facility people who handles the infrastructure, but IT governs that. So when I was getting introduced, I given the architecture and consultancy to my admin and my vendors to construct it the way we want as per our vision. But I'm not a UPS guy, I'm not a power guy, I'm not a cooling guy, neither I need to get into. It is a civil job, it's a maintenance job. But now the tracks are getting changed. That's what I'm trying to come away again. So data center is getting evolved to the extent which is running the business now. So yeah, environmental conditions, temperature, humidity, all plays a very big role. Electromagnetic field is also a very important thing to know. So very blunt statement, very authentic statement. There is no worldwide certification or there is no worldwide body who certifies that yes, Mr. HCL, your data center is either tier 1, 2, 3 or 4. Okay. It is we who, with all the redundancies we articulate and portray to even our customers, even even you guys, that we have tier 2 or tier 3, tier 4 data centers. Okay. So state-of-the-art data center has classification. So my take is that state-of-the-art data center can only be tier 3 or 4. Tier 2 cannot be classified as a state-of-the-art data center. We come to what is tier 1, 2, 3, 4. However, since almost 3 decades from now, there are practices governed in the telecom industry, as we know that before IT, even just to apprise with the governance and regulatory interest, the people who are carrying that interest. That BS 15,000, which is British standard 15,000, or ISO 20,000 is the ITI compliant certification, which still can give some leverage to the data center is my ISO 20,000 certified. So yeah, 99.6 means the tier 1 and 99.99 means the tier 4. So in India there is hardly any tier 4, right sir? Yeah, that's true, because tier 4 means a two separate power coming from the state electricity board. So in India it's not applicable. Government of India doesn't allow it. Electricity Board of India doesn't allow it. So hence even National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, Reserve Bank of India data centers, Airtel, the Vodafone Airtel data centers are tier. The more the tier classification increases. So when I say the power requirement is 1 megawatt for X data center to run. So if it is a 1 megawatt means N plus 1 means when I have it's 2. So we'll come to that. So basically it's a fault tolerant concept which is very important. So whenever there is a fault in any running system of the which is giving either power or cooling or cabling or juncture or the switchboards, to IT, equipment, rack, software, databases, anything which is non-IT, which is important for that room to run, needs to have that much fault tolerance. So when we say, is IT covered into it? I know, IT is not covered into it. So yeah, the most important thing is that we need to look upon the DC site. So site has to be non-earthquake, it should be non-flood area, proximity factor, it should be away from airport, railway station, hazard. So for an example, metro was very near to HCL, so we shifted one data center to our HCL because there is a humming started when metro run from that. So holding area, any area which is created around the data center, near to the data center, where you get the unpacking, packing of the equipment before you get it into the deployment stage. So service corridor, where we say that we have a meet-me room for this purpose of classical mistakes when we happen. Holding area, staging area inside the populated data center, main power switchboard inside the data centers, UPS and batteries inside the data centers should be away is the point of concern I'm trying to say. Yeah, so false flooring is very important. You raise the floor to the level where under that cemented floor and the false floor, the flow of the air takes place. So that's very important. That needs to be grounded. That needs to be at least 2 feet of the gap so that circulation of air could take place. So these are very, very important technical aspects to create the data center, state-of-the-art data centers. So CCTV camera should be even below the raised floor so that you could detect many other things. So BMS, the business management services team, could see 24/7 what's happening around. Yeah. So power infrastructure, anything to do with power should be dual. Starting from the power plug to the power pump. It could be UPS, could be any battery bank, etc. So I was coming to the tier 1, only one, then there is a one thing. N plus 1 means that you have the redundancy created for it. So that compartmentalization means you could do one side, half of the data center power under maintenance, still it runs. So that